Can you explain how it got like that?
It just basically escalated. We didn't, you know, we planned it that way. It just kind of happened. So it's just been that way we've lived that way for years and just kind of escalated from one place to another. For where we lived before, it was kind of like that too, but nothing was actually planned to be that way. It just happened.
This house that you live in right now, you've accumulated so much stuff in such a short period of time that the authorities might condemn it. Can you tell me your reaction to that?
Well, they said if we don't get it cleaned up to where they want it to, they will condemn it and throw us out.
Okay. You aware of that too, Patty?
Yeah, that's what they say.
If you observe the twins' behavior, it looks like they're dealing with some kind of arrested development. Their brother died when they were 10, and it was very traumatic, of course, for the both of them. And how do they deal with their trauma and their anxiety? They acquire things.
And the concern that's on the table right now is you might lose this house. This house that you live in right now. You've accumulated so much stuff in such a short period of time that the authorities might condemn it. Why don't we move forward with starting to clean things and starting to kind of change this mess into something more livable for the two of you?
That's what we've been trying to do.
Good. Are you willing, Patty?
I'm willing.
Therapy with Dr. Moran was definitely something that I'd never experienced before, so it was, you know, kind of hard to talk to him because I'm not used to talking to doctors.
So I want to see if you can go to the car and start filling up the boxes, not just with trash, but with items that you aren't using anymore. Are you willing to do that?
I'm not willing to throw away good stuff, no. I can look and see what's in there, but I will not throw away good stuff.
Okay.
I may put it in the bin, but I will not throw it away.
Let's give it a shot. Let's go over and take a look at what you have. How's it going for you?
That's what I'm trying to find, something that's not food. Not any books.
Phyllis, you've been in the doorway here for a little over 3 minutes, and I haven't seen you pick too much out.
Well, it's because I'm not throwing away good magazines, books.
Phyllis, I see that you are struggling to fill this bin up within a short period of time.
It's because most of the stuff I'm finding is food.
The exposure exercise that we did was an effort to see them both work together on cleaning out their cars. The purpose of that was to not only make sure that they were willing to throw things out, but willing to see that the other person might be throwing something out too. This looks fantastic. You filled up your bin pretty quickly. None of this is food items.
There's a couple items in there, but...
Okay. But you made some tough decisions, it looks like. Why don't you tell me what you were thinking as you were willing to throw out this stuff?
It needed to be done.
It needed to be done. Good. I'm proud of you. You made some significant steps here. During the exercise, Patty really stepped up. She was willing to throw out items that might have some worth to it. And she showed herself to be the big sister. She was able to be a leader, to be able to show the logic behind throwing things out. And I think that's important because she started to let her sister know that significant steps need to be taken. Some of the things in that van look like they might be of some worth to you. Are you willing to throw them out in the service of saving your home?
From the van right now, no.
I don't think my sister's gonna handle cleanup day tomorrow very well because there's a lot of things that I know she does not want to get rid of because she does not think they need to be gotten rid of. So it's gonna be very hard for her to get through cleanup day tomorrow. You know we're gonna have to throw a bunch of that stuff away that, even though you want to keep it.
So I'm going to give it my best shot. That's all I can promise.
You know we have to throw a bunch of that away.
I said I'm doing my best shot. That's all I can promise.
We're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do better than that. I'm sorry. If we don't get it cleaned up the way they want to on cleanup day, they will end up condemning the house and kicking us out. It's gotta be done.
It's clear-out day for twin sisters Patti and Filis. Their last chance to clean up their home or lose it for good.
The time is now. They were given 30 days by the board. If they don't get this done now, they're going to find themselves in the same situation that they've been in before. Unfortunately, very familiar ground to them, and they're going to be without a home.
Assisting are a team of expert haulers, professional organizer Janine Adams and clinical psychologist Dr. Moran.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. DJ Moran, and I'm a clinical psychologist here essentially to support Patti and Filis today with what is really a courageous effort on their part. So what I'd like to do is make sure that we all realize that we're here to support them in a very valuable effort that they're going forward with and we're helping them with. And that is to continue to live together in their home in a healthy way.
Before the team can begin, they must also be briefed by biohazard expert Eduardo Lopez on the threats they may encounter in the twins' home.
I've already done a walkthrough of the house, and basically there's certain threats that I've been able to identify that could potentially cause you some harm. E. coli, typhoid, paratyphoid, and cholera. We have the hantavirus, which is essentially from the rodent feces, gastroenteritis, and hepatitis A. What I've been able to identify are only potential threats. But if you wear the proper personal protective equipment, you're going to be fine today, okay? And make sure that it's always intact. So from here, basically is let's go ahead, everybody gets suited up. We're going to go around back and start with that process.
I'm feeling a bit anxious that we can get it done to our satisfaction in the time frame that we have, but we're going to do what we can do and hope for the best.
This is literally as far as I can get it open.
Well, there goes our wooden reindeer.
I didn't see the wood reindeer.
It's right top. I thought wood could be saved. Lie as usual.
We just started cleaning out the sisters' house, and they're already struggling with a few things.
It's my kitchen chairs.
And it goes with this table. And they better not throw the set away that went with. I said they better not throw the set away that went with.
They became aggressive in the face of losing things that were important to them. They were throwing things around, especially Patti.
Hold on, sweetheart. Let's take a break.
I don't trust them. Let's not say we did. Madder I get, if I start crying and I get real mad, leave me alone. That's all I got to say.
What happened next was that they became very hyper-focused on putting together a library, putting together a list of all the books that might be removed, that they want to keep, that they wanted to go out and buy new books in the future with those titles.
I wasn't done.
It was Donna Clayton.
I'm smart. I wasn't finished with the other stuff.
Now you done? My sister are writing down some books that we can't keep and they're irreplaceable. Some you can't find again.
While the twins struggle with the loss of their cherished books, inside, Eduardo and his team are facing an even bigger challenge.
This is a total infestation.
It was like starting a bicycle in 10th gear. It was very difficult at first.
We need a snowplow for a bobcat.
It was in every layer of filth. Not only was it the biohazard problem, but there was a constant insect problem, there was a rodent problem, and the obstacles that that created in our ability to clean that house out was immense.
Wow, this is scary.
So as we began cleaning the hallway, and there was a considerable amount of feces that we encountered along with urine, insects, and whatnot, it exposed the floor.
We got it. Awesome.
And we were actually feeling relatively content. It's like, okay, we can actually see our floor, and we saw progress, and we knew that we were moving closer to our goal, but then we ran into a huge obstacle. It was as if this home swallowed me up. So, discovered a hole. That floor is certainly a very dangerous aspect of this cleanup, as I've illustrated. But that problem, I'm sure, is not just contained to that area.
Let me rip it up for you.
Once the biohazard team had fallen through the floor, they called me in to evaluate the structure. And the danger and the condition of the home became very, very real at that point.
I don't know how in the world I could let these folks stay in here tonight. Or any night. In good conscience, I don't see either. We could have failure in other areas as well. I mean, this might just be the tip of the iceberg.
Do you believe it's safe to continue, or should we start pulling everybody out?
My recommendation will be to deem the home uninhabitable, and we'll have to figure out something else for the twins. They'll have to come up with someplace else to stay, unfortunately. We were trying to avoid this decision, but I don't see any other way at this time.
The twins are going to have to find someplace else to stay. And, the house will be condemned, and they will be essentially homeless.
It's been 6 weeks since twins Peti and Filis were forced to vacate their home. Since then, they've been living in a local motel while planning their next move. Today, with the help of Code Enforcement Officer Robert O'Rea, they've returned to save what's left of their belongings.
Shut up. You're pissing me off. Can you help getting out? No.
Good morning, ladies.
Hello, Robert.
Hi, good to see you again.
Hello, Robert.
We had some estimates from the contractors, and we determined it would be probably in excess of $60,000 or more to completely rehab the house. The cost of replacing everything in there was just wasn't feasible. I understand you have some pieces of furniture and things on the inside that you'd like to recover. Is that right?
Yeah.
We've got to get it done today. We're out of time here, and
other stuff we need to get out too.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get there. We're going to spend as much time as we need to today to get all those things out of here.
We need to get done today because we had the help today, and we could not move them ourselves because they're too heavy for the two of us just to move by ourselves, so we need the help. The stuff we need to get is in here.
So I have to move stuff around to get to it.
Now this chest of drawers, or this is a dresser. That chest of drawers and that chest of drawers. One old chest of drawers that I know is over 60 years old, they're what matters most, besides her, my sister.
And although the twins are saying goodbye to their old home, they're looking forward to what their future holds.
We've learned that we don't need a lot of the stuff that we think we need. We don't need all that stuff. We just need a place to stay and be together and move on.
In recent weeks, the twins have moved on. With a payout from their retirement plan, Filis and Peti have been able to purchase a 2-bedroom house just outside of town.
Just bought a new house, so it's pretty nice. This is our brand new house.
You see this stove and the dishwasher we got in here?
Yeah. You see this?
I like the top on that. That's cool. Get it back in there.
Well, I know the way it was lived before wasn't good for either one of us. So in a lot of ways, we are better off. Okay, this is our bookshelves, all the place that we didn't have before to put our books in. And it's our new living room. And it has a built-in desk. And it has a fireplace. And it has a bay window.
When I see the new house, I look at it as an empty slate to start over and keep things more organized and cleaned up and a lot better than things have been.
The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have a bathtub. Otherwise, it's pretty neat.
I'm really looking forward to the new house. It's gonna be like a new beginning for the two of us.